It's your girl, Amy P. Today, I wanted to talk about probably one of the most common questions I get as a business coach for dietitians looking to start insurance-based practices, and that is who should you credential with? Okay, so it seems like a pretty loose question. But the cool thing is there's only a handful of big insurance companies for you guys to credential with, and I'm going to cover them in today's video. So first things first, I'm Amy Plano. I'm the reimbursement dietitian, and I help dietitians just like you get credentialed, build the shit out of insurance, and make the money they deserve. And the most important question in the world of insurance is who do I credential with? Okay, and so first things first, there's only four major commercial insurance companies. So Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Cigna, and UnitedHealthcare. Obviously, we have Medicare as well, which is federal, and that covers diabetes and CKD. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about the commercial insurance companies and kind of strategy relative to what I think most dietitians should do. Okay. So who do you credential with first? So in my experience, the biggest product in every state, it doesn't really matter your state historically. There maybe are a handful of exceptions, but the Blue Cross Blue Shield product is going to be the biggest one in your state. And depending upon your state, where you credential for that product probably varies. There is no universal Blue Cross Blue Shield product, and there is no universal credentialing process. But if you're a dietitian and you're thinking about how do I make my list, who do I credential with, always, if you can, because there's certain states where you cannot, like Florida Blue, Michigan, and Iowa, those are the major ones. In New York, the Blue Cross Blue Shield product is closed. I want you to start there. And so like, I want you to pause this video. I want you to go start that credentialing application. And the reason being, also in my experience, remember, I've been doing this for 20 years. It takes the longest time frame to credential with Blue Cross Blue Shield. I don't care what state you're in. It almost always takes the longest. And when I mean the longest, I'm going to say anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. So that's why I don't want you to pass go with this video. I want you to go directly and start credentialing with that product. And then the next handful of ones, the next three, are really going to be dependent upon your state. One of the things I help the dietitians in my coaching programs is strategically create a list, because in addition to the commercial ones that we're talking about today, there's also some smaller ones, which depending upon your state can be pretty big relative to enrollment. And so Blue Cross Blue Shield is always the number one in every state, the one I want you to start with first. But then depending upon your state, one of the things, like I said, I do consulting with you guys in my coaching program, and I can tell you where to go next. For example, in Connecticut, Cigna is actually a really big product for us. Where if you were in California, even though you probably don't know this, that network would be closed to registered dietitians there. So I wouldn't put that one second on the list in California, but I would put it second on the list in Connecticut, just due to the high enrollment that we see. Then in most states, the UnitedHealthcare product is generally pretty strong. And although it is dietitians' least favorite insurance company to bill, it generally tends to be one of the more common ones. And then Aetna, right? Aetna is one of the commercial plans, also is popular depending upon your state. And then in certain states with Aetna, for example, Texas, depending upon your zip code, that one may be closed as well. But to answer the age-old question, which insurance companies should you credential with? The easy peasy answer is your Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield product in your state. If possible, your Cigna, if you have that option, UnitedHealthcare, and then Aetna. Not necessarily in that order, right? So those are things I help you in my coaching program. So if you're somebody who was overwhelmed, rightfully so, with the insurance credentialing, contracting, billing process, then you definitely want to check out my group coaching program. It's 6 months with options on what to do after you guys graduate, because from a place of love, most of you guys are not ready to go out into the wilderness on their own at that point, we're going to put the links below this video. It's epic. We have had thousands of registered dietitians, and I help you really curate and build out your list. That way, you're not wasting any time and any energy, because we know the credentialing process can be super frustrating, and you're getting enrolled with the biggest payers in your state. And I can help you navigate payment plans as well, relative to like who's paying the most, what order to go in, so on and so forth. So hopefully you guys found this one helpful. I get this question a ton. Who should I credential with? I just told you. And if you need more help streamlining that list, doing all of the things regarding reimbursement, then definitely check out my coaching program. It's epic, it's fun, and you get me, yours truly, who's been billing insurance since 2007. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. We do videos just like this every single week on topics we know you guys are struggling with. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.